anything like this. You will get a million compliments when you're wearing these. And by the way, with everybody ordering, we have fewer than 1,000 total. Diane has never done this before. It will never be done again.
True.
This is a one-time.
You break the mold when we do these shows with Lyric Culture. We break the mold. We don't bring it back again because the show is so special. Yeah. We want you to have the special experience of, I got a collector's item, I got one of, and that's it.
And there's something about the rich colors, the mix of textures involved here, the beautiful, beautiful patterning, this gorgeous, it just looks, it looks like tapestry, like
you know, it brocade. Truly looks like gorgeous kilim rugs, which are all over my house.
Right.
And come from me traveling in Morocco, which was a big thing to do in the 60s. So this has a lot of nostalgia to it. At the same time, it has a lot of beautiful, rich reference to it as well. And then the colors really work with anything you've got in your DG2 wardrobe or whatever we're showing from Lyric Culture tonight.
That's it. All right, do we have time for Diane's Janice story, Rocky? We have 2 minutes.
Okay, so here's the story. She has not
told me this story either.
So I was a very bad...
Do you want Michael to come over? Do you want to tell Michael Joplin,
I would love
brother?
to.
Okay, well, Michael, come over.
He's over there. Michael, you got to come over pretty quickly. Live television, seconds left, and I'm a big talker. You can't shut me up once we get going. Okay, so I was I was such a naughty girl, and I went out all the time. So my parents tried to discipline me by, good luck, putting me into a sorority. My boyfriend at the time was a record agent, I think for Decca Records or something, all right? So he calls me up and says, I want you to meet me at the Whiskey A Go-Go. And I said, wait a second, it's Monday night. Don't be stupid. It's dark, it's closed. He said, yeah, it's dark, but only for the public. There's going to be like 30 people there. I'm not telling you what's happening. So, okay, I wait. I put on a bathrobe. I'm walking around and faking it, but I've got all my clothes on underneath. I go down to the sorority kitchen and say, I really want to make a sandwich, but I take all the slats out of the glass, throw myself out so the alarm doesn't go off because there's curfew. Get into his car. We go up to the Sunset Strip. They let us in the back door of the Whiskey Go-Go, which at the time was the equivalent of Studio 54 in the 80s. The place to be. So there's like 30 guys and their girlfriends. There really were only about 30 people. I said, what are we doing here? I've got finals. You're killing me. He said, just wait. This woman walks out on stage. Janice really wasn't known yet, so it probably was 65. Okay, so Janice, this woman walks out on stage with giant red hair, which I would have if I didn't have a blow dry, a bottle of Southern Comfort. I'm thinking, what? And the band kind of straggles out afterwards. No one had ever heard of Janice. This woman, without even the band beginning, opens up her mouth and this wall of sound comes out, and I'm literally at the edge of the stage and she's 3 inches from me. She performed for 45 minutes nonstop. That was her audition for getting a record contract. Afterwards, no one knew her. She had not recorded yet. And afterwards, of course, we got to sit with her and hang with her. And I thought, this is the hugest talent. My gosh, that voice is incredible. And that's my Janice story. I was young. I was so happy. And that story has to be how many years old now? 1965. Think about it. And it is still crystal clear to me. She was wearing printed velvet jeans. She was wearing a peasant top.
Do you get this all the time? People telling you these Janice.
It was amazing.
It's lovely hearing stories. Everybody has the great stories.
Fantastic. What a talent.
Yeah, she's unforgettable.
Natural born talent.
Yes, she was.
All right, well, we have more Janice stories and more beautiful, inspired Janice Joplin fashion still to come. Hey, by the way, I want to update you on these fabulous velvet jeans that we're wearing. By the way, the top sold out completely. Wow. So thank you all for the calls there. The necklace that we have on, this is absolutely adorable. I love this. The fringe, the fun, the beads,
wore 2 of them.
The whole deal. Is this 1990?
Yes.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
And wait till you see what the feather earrings are, which are the cutest ever.
$19.90, that's 453-606. I doubt we have a lot of these, but we do have it in jet, crimson, midnight, ivory, or brown. So order now. Those are going to be gone in a heartbeat. They're free shipping and on FlexPay. And then we do have matching fun feather earrings that are also
cute.
They're so light. I forgot I had them on.
Well, light as a feather.
There you go. So that's going to be coming up in just a little while. We have more beautiful choices from Diane, but first we're going to check back in with Miss Carrie Smith, who's standing by to share more.
Thank you, ladies. I'm wearing the earrings, too. They are so amazing. Can't wait to hear more about these. All right. Well, there is still an opportunity for you to be tonight's A-lister. Here's what you need to do. Log on to Pinterest, look for @HSN, and then search the list with Colleen Lopez. You need to pin, you need to write your comment, and then we may select you to be tonight's A-lister. And what does that mean? You get a $25 HSN gift card plus the jewelry that I'm wearing. So those earrings that we were just talking about, those are going to be yours. The bracelet, even the scarf, is going to be yours tonight if you are our special A-lister. So definitely do that. You've got a few minutes left to go on that. Also, we want to make sure that you're shopping with the HSN card. That is truly the best way to take advantage of things like extra flexible payments. If you don't have the HSN card, here's what you have to do. Go to hsn.com to apply, or simply call that number, 800-695-1418. You could be approved tonight during our show, and if you are approved, you get to take $20 off of your first purchase. So definitely do that, and stick around because our second hour of the list is coming up. Do we have an update for everybody? Yes. The Janice Joplin tea has been completely spoken for. Congratulations to everybody that got that one home. I'll send it back to Colleen.
Here we go. We are continuing with our Janice Joplin tribute tonight on HSN. Diane Gilman is here and has created an exclusive Janice collection. She's partnered with Lyric Culture as well. You guys all put your heads together to come up with fabulous pieces for us. I think the jean I'm wearing is almost sold out.
Hannah and I are just thick as thieves on this stuff.
I'm telling you. So Hannah's going to be back more too. We have more Lyric Culture goodies to talk about. By the way, the Peasant top sold out. I'm going to check on our tassel necklaces. I think these are almost completely sold out.
You got to see the feather earrings too. Just ladies, the price on them is just crazy.
But let's get you these fabulously adorable
and stretchable
jeans. I wore these the other day on the air, and I had more people compliment me on these.
Don't you love the silhouette?
Oh, let me tell you.
I'm going to just do the model kick out so you can see it.
And so cute. So there are 3 choices for you. This is the indigo. This is what Diane's wearing. It's so flattering on the leg.
It is
so comfortable.
Slimming. Everybody kept saying to me, oh, look at those little teeny legs you've got. Trust me, not so teeny. But when you've got a slightly sloped out, belled out bottom, and you're seeing it in all the magazines now as a flare, but we did a really modified flare. Flare would be like 26 inches. I don't want to be committed to that. This is approximately 19 inches. If you have issues, thighs, hips, and who doesn't? Guess what? You are going to look so twiggler thin. The fit goes down past the knee. Then there's that gentle flare. The little pockets are so cute. They're non-obstructive on the front, but you know what?
I love that.
If you front tuck like you've just got that 60s story to tell here.
Exactly. I love that little pocket.
These are so Janice. Honestly, she was almost a fashion inventor of the bell bottom. And this is just a very conservative take on it. It is in super stretch. I took my dream size in this today. It was so fabulous. And here is what our lyric got to be. Of course, you would know me. Oh, Lord, would you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? I sing that about every day of my life, and I'm not kidding. But, you know, who doesn't want to look thinner? Who doesn't want to look taller? That is why that flare jean you see now in every catalog, every magazine, on every star, is taking over the world of fashion denim, high fashion denim, because it does so much for your body.
And we have black, chambray, or indigo. We have these in a petite, an average, or a tall inseam. They look like $1,000,000 on the body, like you said. If you are a curvy
they're
girl,
a confidence
if you have hips
builder.
or thighs, this is an amazing, amazing jean for you because it doesn't outline the entire silhouette of your leg going all the way down. It just breezes over your hips and then it flares beautifully. It's the perfect flare, by the way. The only thing I will tell you, we have 3 choices there. Diane's holding you the chambray. There is the lyric on the inside waistland.
Oh, yeah, just play a little bit of it.
Let's.
That is so great. Because truly that is completely a mantra. It says a lot. You know what? It was part of Janice's spirit. I don't think Janice was ever about high-end and diamonds and Rolls Royces, but she definitely had her points there when she saw so many people in the music industry, you know, making money and leading a luxury life. So that was a girl definitely also with a great sense of humor. And she really brought this into play, this whole silhouette. Well, you know, when a silhouette comes out in fashion, I'm always kind of a doubter, and I'll stand back and say, yeah, but I don't know. But you want to know something? The way we did it, you're not obligated to wear a high heel. You're not obligated to wear a wedge or a platform, although during the summer, that is going to look absolutely great. But
right now, your boot, right?
This is begging for a boot. You could put a little boot underneath it. It is so elongating to the body.
It is.
And honestly, I look taller. I look thinner. I love it. And usually I would tell you, if you're going to wear a flare, to wear something very lean on top, the way they did during the 60s, mid-60s, and 70s.
This is so lean.
But frankly, it's so lean through the leg because of super stretch. You can do that I love it
now,
with a peasant
here's
top.
what's happening. We don't have a gazillion of these. There's about 2,000 left. That's it. This jean will never be back. It is beautiful on the body. I own these in the indigo. I love this jean. It is fantastic on.
Little pockets.
It's very slimming.
Cute.
It makes your hips look more narrow. It balances your thighs. I love a boot cut. This is a little beyond that. It's a flare, but it's not too bell-bottomy.
Yeah.
So it's perfect. And as Diane points out, great with any type of shoe height, a high heel, a low heel, a flat, anything in between. You can see on the girls, it is a gorgeous jean. And we're saying order your regular Diane Gilman size with this, or as Diane says, your dream size. So with this one, you order what you would normally wear from Diane. If you're new to Diane's line, go down at least one size from your brick and mortar size. Just one size from your brick and mortar size.
I will tell you that if you are new to the line, this is done in what we call our hero fabric, which is super stretch. You're going to get softness, you're going to get comfort, you're going to get something that both Janice Joplin and I never got in the 60s, which is amazing stretch through spandex and incredible softness through the comfort of mixing rayon, the buzzword in contemporary high-end denim, with long-combed
Aren't there 8,000 5-star reviews
on Super Stretch? Yep.
8,000
5-star reviews.
Perfect 5-star reviews.
On the fabric alone.
On Super Stretch. Women love this fabric.
Yep.
It fits so beautifully. It makes you feel so confident, and you put these on, and it makes you look slimmer. They take pounds off, and especially a cut like this. Narrows you through the hip. It balances your hips. If you have fuller hips, fuller thighs, you must try this cut of jean because it really does wonders for your figure.
And I'll tell you something else. If you've got fuller hips or fuller thighs, when you have a regular 5-pocket jean, you actually obstruct a lot of the front stretch because pocket bag can't be stretched.
Oh, that's a good point.
And because those pocket bags going down half your thigh are bulky. This little pocket on the front of it is simply a super stretch pocket on a super stretch jean.
Good, Diane.
So if you do have concerns through that body area, and quite frankly, who doesn't, this is perhaps a stretchier, easier to wear
but see
jean for you.
What I noticed too, because the other day I wore them and I had them on with a blouse like this, kind of tucked. And it gives you a very flat little front. It really gives you a flat front because you don't have, as you said, the bulk of a pocket or a pocket bag. It's those little patch pockets. These have a lot of style. You can do a myriad of things with this. You're seeing it with vests, ponchos, blouses, great with jackets, great with sweaters, but they look fresh. This looks very modern. This is a fun way, although it obviously is a retro nod to the 60s. This is what we're seeing happening in fashion.
It's contemporary today now.
It is contemporary.
And the beauty of DG2 is we are always on trend without being trendy. So we're giving you the most on-trend jean, and let me tell you something, it's so on-trend, you're going to start to see footwear, handbags, scarves, everything is going to start satelliting around this silhouette. So we made the silhouette in a body shape for you and me, not for some young 20-year-old, but we've got that higher rise. We've got 6 inches plus of stretch in the waist, 10 inches plus stretch in the hip, and size 2 to 16, 16 women's to 24, and 3 different lengths. So customize your fit and your color. I think the chambray is
we're going to find out
Janice Joplin
what's going to go first here. So it's chambray,
I love the
indigo or black.
So
and the black is a true
rich.
jet with black on black. By the way, chambray is going to be the first to sell out. So
well, it is so evocative
of
Janice, for sure.
So if you love the chambray, go for it. Indigo, very popular.
Indigo. Look
really
at that little bit of hand rubbing on the front. Look at the depth of color on the inseam and the outseam. It makes you look so lean. I'm loving this silhouette. It took a long time for me to really interpret it and get it down.
No doubt.
Because I didn't want to be a slave to wearing high heels. And you know something? We really did it. And if you love to follow trend in the magazines, it couldn't be better. It couldn't be more topical. Wow, this looks fantastic. It does.
Now, one thing I'm going to point out, the girls, we did not get samples of these in talls. Because our girls,
okay, sorry about that.
Sonia is tall. She's 5'11". She would normally be in the tall. So I just want to point that out to all of you. This is the regular, and obviously a lot of you this is going to be a perfect length for you. But because I just want to point that out, we didn't have tall. So, I mean, Inger, you can see also, they're all wearing the regular. So it's, you decide, do you need average, which is what all the girls are modeling average today. Petite, which is great, it's a 29-inch inseam, or you can do tall, which is a 33, which is normally what our girls would have on. I just wanted to point that out, because they look a little bit short, but that's only because our girls are tall.
But if you take a look at it on me, I'm 5'6" and a half.
It's a perfect length on you.
And it's a perfect length.
Yep.
And here's also an incredible opportunity. If you are a 3X or a 2X, petite or tall, whatever, you're going to get in on a trend that is so right. And trust me, the fashion magazines will keep pushing this until it becomes a sister trend to the skinny and the boot cut. And this will be so dominant in fashion. You may say fashion schmashin', but the point is, you see handbags getting smaller, that's because of this silhouette. When a bottom leg opening starts getting bigger on a jean, accessories start getting smaller.
Oh, interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Huh.
But that's all a balancing act.
Of course.
So
it's all
this
proportion,
is, I'll tell you what, you wear this, if you're a grandmother, you wear this, you watch your granddaughter say, oh gosh, she looks so hip. Where did you get that jean? I love those small front pockets. I love those little lyric culture grommets. And I love the fact that we kept it subtle and put, oh Lord, would you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Inside the waistband. Just a little nod.
That's so much fun.
To, honestly, our salad days in the 60s.
Fantastic.
ladies.
Hey, by the way, guys, I just want to point out here, with everybody ordering, there's only about 1,000 of these left. This is never coming back. It's a limited edition jean. It's only for you to see. So pick the color you want. Pick your normal Diane Gilman size. If you've not tried Diane's jeans, normally you can go down one size from your regular brick and mortar sizing. And there you have it. The indigo, very popular, the #1 choice tonight. The chambray is the most limited.
Gorgeous.
And the black is a beautiful black, great flare jean.
I'll tell you what, if you're somebody, and I know you, Colleen, like a little bit shorter blazer, you like a little more fitted top, that black is going to become the go-to jean.
Oh.
It is gorgeous because this particular silhouette works very well with a little bit of a fitted sweater, a shorter t-shirt that maybe has a peplum, a vest over it. This would be so cute with maybe a chunky sweater and a puffer vest. Just thinking about how to take this out and beyond our show, although I personally always found Janice a fashion icon. I think that for many people, her voice so overwhelmed them. They saw the voice and kind of flamboyant dressing, but the real truth is, Janice brought to the forefront enduring pieces that have lasted decades. The flare jean, absolutely being one of them, as with the peasant tops that both Colleen and I have on, as with the vests you've seen, as with the printed velvet. It all mixes into a rich medley that really speaks to the era and how free and how creative it was.
Okay, here's what's happening. If you want chambray, there's only 200 pair total.
Whoa.
If you want the indigo, which we brought the most of indigo, there's fewer than 500 and counting. And then the black, also same deal here. We're down to the final 200. So black, indigo, chambray, with everybody ordering, these are on their way out. So get at least one pair if you love the silhouette. Even the pockets in the back, everything about these jeans are so cool, and they're so comfortable, and they fit like a dream, and they flatter you. And the best part, you can sit all day in these, you can breathe in these, you can eat in these, you can go out to dinner in these, you can do everything because you can.
It's super stretch.
And
you know, I even went down to my dream size. I'm in a size 2, and there's no other brand on earth where I would ever be a 2. But the truth is, super stretch is so phenomenal. It is a basket weave fabric. Part of what gives it the amazing stretch is the way it's woven, which is very unique. And then again, the softness comes from rayon being mixed with long coach cotton. So you're getting an incredibly high quality jean. You're getting a precision cut. You're getting a higher front and back rise and a much more generous waist measurement than you'd ever get in a store. And you're getting that little bit of Janice on the inside of the waistband, that boutique quality that just says, this is not an ordinary jean.
oh my gosh,
this is really
if
special.
this were in a boutique anywhere, you would be into the couple of hundred range.
So true.
I mean, seriously, to get the lyrics on your garments like this and this level of quality and a beautiful jean with this cut and this fit, forget it. $59.90, that's a holiday price. You're the only audience that will probably ever see a presentation on these.
True.
It's free shipping. It's $20 on FlexPay, and it works with all the tops in the show. You've seen beautiful ponchos and vests. You've seen great T-shirts. I mean, your beautiful peasant tops. All of this, this jean becomes kind of that foundation for all the beautiful tops in the show.
And I'll tell you what, it becomes the foundation for the future of denim. It becomes the foundation for walking into spring, because by then this silhouette is going to be non-stop. And for the spring and summer, you're going to wear it with a little platform sandal, a platform espadrille. What I love about it is that 19-inch leg opening in the summertime is going to allow air and circulation and aerating. So whatever you do, know, to me, from the life I led with rock and roll and the incredible stars that people, that part of entertainment, have fueled so many enduring fashion trends. And I give Janice Joplin total credit for bringing this silhouette to the forefront, making it enduring, and even now when it's making a huge comeback in a technologically improved fabric, I think back to Janice and how she put it all together. Very inspiring.
It's true. You know, it really, when you think about that many years ago, and how it continually, year after year, every new generation falls in love with her music, with her message. You know,
that is pure talent.
Right.
Pure talent is enduring.
Yes.
Pure talent is forever. And when I was standing 6 inches away from her on that stage and she opened her mouth up, whoa, it was, you're only born with that. Nobody can ever teach you that level of talent.
No doubt. Hey, by the way, these are last call on the chambray, last call on the indigo. We have a couple left in the black, not many. We have fewer than 1,000 total to go around here. We only had a few more than 2,000 of these. It's a very special limited edition collection. So if you'd like to order yours, this is the time to do it. Diane's top, we're both in the same top pretty much, right? Oh, this is a little different sleeve. Oh, this is cute.
Isn't that gorgeous? Janice Janice used to wear a lot of ponchos.
Right.
A lot of she really invented the peasant
So that's
top.
a poncho top.
Beautiful ode to her.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
There you can see with that
You can
beautiful
see it,
kind of
right?
a butterfly sleeve. We love this. So it's available in this gorgeous print that you see Diane wearing in a crimson. We also have magenta and navy. It's $79.90. It's free shipping. It's, of course, on FlexPay. There's only 200 of these left.
What?
I know. That's it. So
What?
if you'd like it, and by the way...
Look at those earrings.
I know.
I love those. And Janice used to wear just one. She would wear one ear with a big feather.
Oh, you're kidding.
They're so cute. They're so light, and they're just gorgeous,
hold up
saturated
now. Look
color.
at this. The earrings, guys, are $14.95. Jet, crimson, ivory, or brown. They're beautiful natural feathers that are dyed in these fun colors. Obviously, they're light as a feather on your ear. And then you get a whole
How
stack
cute are these? And
of bracelets.
We know what I love?
I'm going to show this.
I'm really big boned, so they're stretchy. Oh.
I'm big boned too, and they fit us great.
Yeah.
So
and
they're not
feel
skimpy.
Good, and they're very organic.
They are.
I feel like they look like authentic wood that's been hand painted. Again, that whole
Cute.
Moroccan.
Oh, look at Hannah has hers
exotic
on
paint.
too. These are great.
Yeah.
I like how you mixed it in with
How
your little.
cute is this? I love the earrings.
And Diane and I got together, and when we've collaborated on these things
Oh, we
before.
are ridiculous.
And
You
we
just
we
don't
both
know.
have this affinity for music. And when I said, "Do you want to
And
work on
rock and
Janice?"
roll.
Everything, and Diane just started telling me all of these amazing stories.
And then the fact that Lyle Tuttle.
Yeah, so I said, Diane, we might be doing this tattoo that Janice wore, and she started telling me this crazy story about how she has a tattoo by the same artist that did Janice.
Actually,
And
three
Cher.
of them.
Three. I only know where one of them is.
X-rated.
I don't know that we'll be showing those coming up.
But we might be talking about Lyle.
All right, stay tuned. More in store. I don't know how you're going to top that one, Carrie. I don't know.
I don't even know where to start. But I am with Michael Joplin, and that's pretty much the coolest thing. To be spending time and hearing such incredible, never-before-heard stories about your sister. And, of course, we're here as this much-anticipated documentary about your sister hits theaters in about an hour and a half.
Right.
We're super excited about that. Obviously, Janice Joplin, one of the most revered and iconic rock and roll stars of all time. And with the documentary, which is called Little Girl Blue, this was done by Oscar-nominated director Amy Berg, and she examines Joplin's story in depth, presenting an intimate and insightful portrait of a driven, bright, complex woman and her surprising rise to fame. So excited to see that. You can check out JaniceJoplin.com to find a theater near you. But what do you, because I know you worked closely in creating this documentary,
Yes.
what do you want us to know about the documentary?
Well, it's an insightful thing that was like you've read there. It was it's a piece about who Janice was. It's not just the music. It's not just drugs or anything. It's not just the times. She was a young woman struggling, looking for life and where to go with it. She did have a talent, and she used it really well. And she used it to her advantage and our advantage as well. I mean, the world's advantage is what I mean.
So it really follows her journey, her ups
Absolutely.
and downs, and everything that it took to get her to where
she's
she ultimately
hilarious. She's smart as all get out, and that's something that a lot of people don't really know about a famous person. Usually they don't know much about them, other than what they create. So it's nice to have an intimate portrait of a woman like.
It's so true. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. And like I said, we're so excited to see the documentary. Check out JaniceJoplin.com to find out where it's playing near you and take a look at this trailer.
Feeling things and really getting into it? That's fun.
Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Everybody, oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?
As it gets closer and more probable, being a star is really losing its meaning. But whatever it means, I'm ready.
Little Girl Blue opens in theaters all over the country tomorrow. So be sure to check it out. If you'd like to learn more where you can see the movie in your area, go to JaniceJoplin.com. All right, well, we are continuing along, and next up we have the one, the only, the amazing Adrienne Landau, one of the most famous furriers in the world, brings us a gorgeous collection, always beautiful pieces, but this was a fun, I think, project for you, Miss Adrienne. We asked her to create a gorgeous, exclusive faux fur, and of course, Janice Joplin is known for a lot of things, and clearly her fashion being one of them, and she loved
an inspiration.
fur. No doubt.
Well, I mean, I felt like I was channeling her.
Isn't that cool? So let me just show you the choices here real quickly. First of all, this is the Crystal Fox. I'm obsessed with this. This is inspired by a jacket that Adrienne sells that's around $7,000. So it's $199.90. It's gorgeous. And then you also have this cool, fabulous, fun. See, Janice would love this. She would love this. This was $199.90, free shipping and handling, 4 flexible payments. And the thing, so that's the multi-fox, or we have the Crystal Fox. Now, what you need to see is what's going on inside.
Oh my God.
This is one of the biggest, coolest collectibles. This is something you're gonna have forever. All the sayings, the lyrics, the quotes, look at that. Covered on the inside in this beautiful satin-lined, gorgeous faux fur jacket. Holiday priced at $199.90. We mentioned this once, a third of them gone. They will sell out, there's no question about it. I'm gonna have them track down the medium for me because I'm dying to put this on because it's absolutely the most beautiful jacket. And all I would say is order it for you, for someone you love. It fits great. Oh, and the hat's also available. Yes. That hat is adorable. So we'll put the item number at the bottom of the screen if you'd like to pick up the hat. This is gorgeous. Oh, and there's also a cute little keychain,
which is like the item of the season. I mean, it's like I can't sell enough of it. I mean, it's crazy, but it's like put it on your handbag, put it on your phone, put it on your zipper pull. But oh my God.
Okay.
Colleen, this is this is like
so
don't
cute.
you feel like inspired wearing this? I mean, I feel like this is so special.
It's really special.
It's a really work of art. You know, Janice Joplin was an icon, a fashion icon. And really, when you think about it, she was the first rock and roll girl that, you know, really kept she was the bohemian, hip, cool girl.
That's right.
Today.
It's true.
It's like, and you know, inside all women, we all have this bohemian in us.
You're right. I think that's why, you know, and it's funny, because when I look at a jacket like this, I adore this. My daughter-in-law would adore this. I mean, it's really one of those fun, exciting, if you love fashion, this is calling your name. If you love something that is unique and beautiful and a statement piece, people are gonna stop you everywhere you go in this jacket and ask you, what are you wearing? Where did you buy that? Tell me the story behind this beautiful coat. That Crystal Fox, by the way, that is inspired by a $7,000 coat. You can see on Sonia, it looks amazing. It fits perfectly. I love the fit. I just slipped into the medium. It fits perfectly. By the way, if you want, I'm going to find out what's left in each color here. 30 inches long, all beautifully lined. And the best part, I like the length of this, Adrienne.
Of course,
it could go over.
It's covering everything.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it covers here. What's nice about this, over a dress, with the skirt, with your jeans, with leggings, whatever you're wearing.
You know, it's vintage, but yet it's really modern.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
You're right.
It's such a simple shape. It's so flattering. I mean, but yet it has this, I don't know, I look at the fur and to me it looks like it has soul, you know? It doesn't look like just this new, bright Crystal Fox. I mean, there's something, it's almost vintage looking.
Right, it does look vintage.
I mean, it has this quality, and tell me how lightweight it is.
No, you're right. I mean,
and
look at
silky.
I can't wait for you to touch this for the first time.
It's like you would see this in, like, you know,
hey, listen.
Like
nobody
this could
knows
really
fur.
be Janice Joplin's coat.
Exactly. Nobody knows fur like Adrienne Landau. She sells the most beautiful furs available anywhere in the world. She does the most gorgeous faux fur, because this woman knows fur. So when you see her faux furs, they are so exquisite, from the hand to the colors, everything, the fit. It is so silky. I can't wait for you to get this home for the first time and get it on and feel it. How fun. And you know what? It's cozy, but it's not heavy. It's light. I love the comfort of it. It is silky.
You know what? Everybody here, including Hannah, who hopefully will come out. She said she was wearing this on the plane, and everybody was like going crazy.
I bet people
all the girls backstage
have lost their minds. No, all the fashion, the HSN fashionistas have all gone nuts. We've all lost our minds. By the way, over 300 gone. So we're already halfway through the quantity. You need to jump in if you'd like to order it. We have all the sizes. We have small, medium, large. Is that, let me see here. I just want to find the exact sizes. Here we go. Extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, 1X, 2X, 3X. So we have all the sizes right now, which is fabulous. But I have to tell you, the fact that you have the lyrics. Look at inside pocket here.
Like the girl.
It has the actual furrier hooks, the same identical hooks you put on your $7,000 fur. You use on this fur. So it's the same thing.
This looks so real. I can't even tell you. And you know what's so great about the Crystal Fox? I mean, if you really, it's got black, it's got ivory, it's got gray, it's got a subtle brown. I mean, this will go with everything.
You're right. It does have all those beautiful neutrals from blacks to creams.
Can we talk about this one?
I know. Look at these.
First of all, I have to tell you, this is like this is what's on every fashion magazine. I'm telling you. It's all about piece fur. And we had this meeting before the show, and I was talking to Janice's brother, and he said she was a painter, which I was a painter, and she loved fur, and she started singing to pay for her paints. Could you believe it? And I started designing because I wanted a fur coat.
That's awesome.
And then I saw all these scraps and tails, and I just started putting pieces together. And she loved fur too, and she used to put all this fur together. So I feel like there's just a total connection.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've always been bohemian. I've always been hippie-ish, but, you know, rich hippie, let's put it that.
You know what's so interesting about that? Everybody who's been a part of our show, everyone feels a connection to her. And probably those of you watching at home feel the same way. You remember the first time you heard Janice Joplin sing. You remember the first time. A lot of you remember when you heard, when she was at her young age when she died, how devastating that was. You know, I mean, it was such a brief time that she was able to create the music that in 3 years she did something that very few artists have ever been able to achieve. She changed rock and roll music. She changed female rock and roll stars. There was never a rock and roll artist, a female artist like Janice Joplin until she was a true groundbreaker and pioneer.
Tell she was such a real person. She had such feelings, and you know that all translated, and it made us. You know, we all related to that.
Exactly. We have to have Hannah come out and model as well.
I wore this on the plane. Everybody went crazy. But
did they go crazy?
The one great story I wanted to tell about Janice Joplin fur that I read and I confirmed with her brother Michael is that she would walk around with a bottle of Southern Comfort, and there were all these magazines that wrote about it. So she took these clippings. She actually sent them to Southern Comfort, and they sent her fur coats.
You're kidding me.
But the other fun thing she did that Adrienne does also is she would actually cut up fur and create quilts and rugs out of them.
Oh, neat.
And she really did that look, that hat fur combo with the hat and the jacket.
She was like the first.
She's the first one that really did that look, wearing the two together. And when I imagine Janice, that's one of the looks that along with the big glasses and the fringe, that one iconic look is really the hat and the fur jacket together. And these colors with this is my favorite with the teal.
Okay, well, guess what? They're gone.
They're gone.
They're sold out. Thank you so much for your calls. Congratulations. By the way, we have the most adorable hat and keychain that you can choose. Your choice of colors, same beautiful colors, the Crystal Fox or the Multi Fox. $14.90 for the keychain. It is a little fluffy ball. It is the cutest thing. I love these. And then we also have the matching hat that Adrienne's wearing for $44.90. Okay, how adorable. What a cute gift.
This is like the best.
I mean, everybody everybody should get the hat to go with the jacket because all the jackets are sold out, and that's how Janice wore it together.
Look at this. Look how fantastic. You know, I look at the girls. Look at them. If that doesn't look real, and I know I've been in the fur business for a long time. I'm just looking at that and looking how. If that was real silver fox, it would be
no doubt. All right,
anyway,
so if you want your little key fob, or you can put this on your purse. It's just such a great little furry accessory. Thank you, Adrienne.
Thank you.
Beautiful job. We have so much more to share with you, so stay right there, everybody. Carrie's standing by to share more.
You know, I just have to point out again that Michael Joplin is absolutely hilarious. You know, we've shared, or you've shared so many incredible stories about your sister. Let's talk about you for a second, because how I understand it is your entire family is just incredibly talented, and you're an artist.
Yes, I am. That you know, I was thinking about it. Our parents told us we could be anything we wanted to be, and we believed them. And then they were kind of shocked when we did that.
Yeah,
you know, like,
careful with
what we want to be. Yeah, and I've been a glassmaker since the '70s, and been having a lot of fun doing that. So my wife and I work as well together now.
That's incredible. So we're looking at one of your pieces right there.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that.
Yeah,
Very
that's a
cool.
fun piece.
So growing up, was your house full of music all of the time?
Yeah, my mom wanted to be a Broadway singer, and my father was a classical music lover, and we all played instruments of some form, string or wind, and we all did music all the time together. We did family orchestras, and that was kind of fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. All right, well, before we go to our break, will you say hello to your grandchildren?
Hi, guys. Weston, Waylon, and Sunny. Hi, guys.
There you go, kids.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you very
more of the
much.
list coming up.
Okay.
Our biggest Cyber Week continues. Snow is falling, it's getting chilly, and HSN's got the best in outerwear, all on free shipping. Plus, all computers, TVs, and Apple products are all on free shipping and FlexPay. You don't want to miss out. Go to hsn.com and click on Cyber Week deals.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could make your holiday so happy? Just in time for gifting, get $20 off when you apply and are approved for the HSN card. Plus, extra flex offers, VIP financing, and an additional $10 off your next purchase when you receive your new card. All with no annual fee. Hurry, there's still time to apply. Offer ends December 31st. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com. Merry, happy everything.
Do you actually sit down when you get up in the morning and write out a song, or do you, when you say you write it, do you compose it on your feet?
You just make it up. I don't write songs, I just make them up.
They don't exist on paper, your songs, in other words.
Sometimes I write down the words so I don't forget them, but I mean, I don't write songs. I mean, that's a whole different concept. I just make them up.
Yeah. What do you think when you're singing? Are you actually thinking what's going on in the song, or can your mind be somewhere else, or do you feel kind of transported?
I'm not really
or
thinking much.
Any of the above?
I'm not really thinking much. You just sort of try and feel.
Yeah.
All right, we are having the best night. Thank you for sharing part of the evening with us. Our tribute to Janice Joplin continues, and we are a little gift happy at HSN. You may have heard about that because in a couple of weeks, the holidays are going to be upon us. So with gift giving in mind, we have the perfect thing to check off someone very special on your list, because we have a world exclusive of one of the most stunning boots we've ever offered. That's my opinion, but I really do mean that. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of our favorite picks of the show. This is called the Ashberry, reminiscent of Haight-Ashbury in San Francisco, where, of course, Janice loved and was inspired and hung out. But here is the key to this boot. This, friends, is genuine hair calf. This is genuine goat. This is genuine suede. This has the genuine lamb footbed, the shearling footbed, all and inside too, all the way, wait till you feel this. You're gonna absolutely not even believe how gorgeous this is. This boot would normally be about $350, easy. You're getting it as a one-time only HSN exclusive from our friends at Bear Paw. We have it for $199. It is an amazing boot. I just put them on. My feet are so happy I could I could sing or cry, and I'm not going to do either of those, but my feet feel so good. Nice to get out of those heels, those little torture chambers. So anyway, if you're looking for a gorgeous boot, we have two colors. We have this beautiful white, a winter white. We also have it in the black, and we're going to learn more from Boo Friedman, who returns. She is the Global Director of Media and Marketing for Bear Paw. So great to have you with us.
Thank you.
And Boo, I have to share with you, is wearing her Janice Joplin hat.
This is I was just telling Michael behind, I got this when I was 17, maybe over 20 years ago, so that's fine. But I loved the fur of it. So this is, I was like, when you told me about this show, I was like, I have to wear my Janice Joplin, and you know,
we're all fans of Janice here. Boo might be the biggest fan. I'm not sure. We all are. But she is, I mean, you were so excited and inspired.
Yes.
And all I can say, and you look so adorable in your hat, but we have to talk about this boot for just a second, because I wish we had 1,000 or so of these. We don't. We have a few to go around. It is probably the most amazing boot you've ever brought us.
Yes.
Let's just start there. I mean, it's so in a class all of its own. I want the black. I want these boots.
Here's the thing
these
about
are amazing boots.
It's amazing. Now the thing about goat hair. Now this is all fully sustainable materials here.
Right.
So you can feel good about your purchase. The thing about goat hair is the sheen under the lights that you get, and especially in the black. It's so luxe.
Oh my gosh. And this is hair calf here, right?
Calf.
Right.
And sometimes you may hear that referred to as pony hair. It's not pony.
Right.
It is cow, don't worry.
Right. It's that nickname.
It's just a nickname. And really, I'm not sure how we're bringing it to you at $199.99.
Right.
This is easily a $350 boot. Our designers are absolutely amazing in delivering these materials to you.
Oh my gosh, look at this white.
And it's
oh my goodness, if you live where it's snowy. Oh my goodness, if you love to ski, this is the ultimate après ski boot. I could see this all over the mountain towns everywhere. I'm from the Twin Cities. If any of my sisters watching, this is a dream boot for us to keep our tootsies warm, to look fashionable, to look amazing. I could see this at your favorite movie stars wearing this running around town, like when you see them photographed in magazines.
Oh, they do.
Or at the Sundance Film Festival, right? I mean, that's what it reminds me of. This is just such an amazing, amazing boot. I wish, again, we had more of this, but if you call us right now, order your size. They're true to size fit.
They are true to size. If you're a half size, order up. I have a feeling that I'm going to get a lot of calls in my office come Monday asking for this boot for Sundance and all of the winter festivals coming up. And you still have this. It is a winter boot. It's a fully functional winter boot. We wanted to make it look amazing for you. You have this blown rubber, and if you see the tread on this, it's so subtle, but it's going to keep that traction, and it's not going to crack in the cold. We're going to keep you safe and full of tread with your Tootsie vacation.
That's it. I mean, this is for that free spirit. This is that festival boot. This is that go anywhere and feel and look amazing boot. Your toes, I cannot even tell you. I feel like I'm standing on little fluffy clouds. You are standing on this wonderful, it's like that little shearling. Your toes are just like sinking into it. All the way up the side of the boot, you're cradled in this boot. And with a rubberized bottom, so it's weather resistant. And look at how everything is genuine here. I mean, and sustainable, as you said. So from the hair calf to the goat to the suede to the shearling to the whole thing, if you want yours, I know it's saying 438 left, but with everybody on the phone, there's not even 200 pair of these. I'll find out what colors we're going to lose first here. It's adorable. We should walk over there real quick.
Yes.
Let's just walk over. We'll show you on the girls. I mean, you tuck anything into this, you girls are going to have more fun. People are going to stop you and say, where did you get this boot? This looks so expensive to me.
They're going to stop you. And look at this, the tassels. We wanted to make sure to give our Janice tassel right here. And of course, that's a suede, genuine, sustainable cow suede tassel. I mean, and look at this whole look, the whole show. You can basically build a wardrobe just off of this show right now.
And look
it's
at how
so
it all
comfortable.
mixes and matches. I mean, our printed velvet jeans tucked into this boot, great little topper. The Christos beautiful cocoon top over the Peasant top. Look at how it all plays. You know, that's what's cool about this. It's effortless dressing. And a boot like this, especially for wintertime, it just looks so right. It's so perfect. And I love the fact, Boo, your boots, they don't make my feet hot. They make my feet cozy. It's almost like perfect temperature control inside these boots. Do you hear that all the time?
Yes, and they're specifically made and constructed for that reason, and that's that sheepskin footbed, because that's what it does for the sheep.
Right.
So it keeps, you know, so it's going to keep it so that it's cozy and warm, but not schwitzy.
Right.
I don't like the word sweaty.
No schwitzing.
Schwitzy. No schwitzy tootsies
at all. Inside these boots.
Yes.
So if you're like Brittany and me, we're wearing the black over here, and you can just see, I mean, they are as cute as can be. Last calls going out on the black. Don't you love these?
I love the black.
So cute.
And you can absolutely wear this with a cocktail dress. I mean, if you see, look at fashion magazines, look all over the place. These are worn, you can wear this with dress, jeans, anything you'd like, and it's flat and just elegant and gorgeous. And I have my twin here. Look at this, because obviously, look at that. She's got a
twin
separated at birth. Right there. And so if you are taller, much taller than I am. I am vertically challenged, but I'm 5'2". This is 12-inch. I could still wear it. So tall or short, you can go either way. They totally work.
They really do.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is going to sell out. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So much fun. All right, enjoy, everybody. Don't hang up. I'll announce to you when they're completely sold out. We're going to check back in with Carrie. Keep ordering your beautiful boots, and let's learn more about Janice.
Thank you, girls. Yeah, I'm still hanging out with Michael Joplin, of course, Janice's brother, and Hannah is here, of course, with Lyric Culture. Let's talk about, for a second, Mercedes-Benz.
Great song.
Yes, such a great song.
Great song. And that was actually, that song was so unique because you think it's about a material thing, but it's not. It was actually Janice's tongue. She had a sense of humor, so it was her tongue-in-cheek way of saying, you know what, material things really don't make you happy. But the song was written, she sang it a cappella on the last album in Sunset Sound, where she recorded it. It wasn't initially intended to be on the album, and it was included, and she actually recorded the song and then died 3 days later.
Wow.
So October 1st recorded it, passed away October 4th, so it was the last song she actually recorded.
Incredible story. And of course, A Night with Janice Joplin, which is the Broadway's critically acclaimed musical, starting its nationwide tour in February, and that song plays a special role in that play as well.
Absolutely. I can't tell you when it comes in, but it's important.
Ooh,
so
we'll have to see it.
It's part of the show.
I can't wait. Well, Mercedes-Benz, incredible song, like we said. Let's take a listen to it.
Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime. No help from my friends. So, oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a color TV?
Not kidding.
Funny. Oh my goodness, what great lyrics. I mean, you know, when you think about it, one of my favorites is Me and Bobby McGee.
Yeah. And we have a sweatshirt coming up with Me and Bobby McGee. Yeah, that's one of the, hopefully we have some left. I heard they're
everything is selling out. Thank you so much for celebrating with us tonight. It really is a remarkable life and career and artist that we're able to share so much. I mean, we're just her music, but her fashion obviously has been as impactful as her music. And next up, we have another Lyric Culture piece for you to see. This is a beautiful little clutch bag. This is a great collectible. You know, we always, when we do these shows, we always ask Hannah and her team to please create pieces that are really affordable. You know, that one piece that everybody who's watching the show, you want to get that one piece that you can keep for yourself as a collectible or give as gifts. This is the coolest little bag. I love it. We have it for under $50. It's free shipping and handling. I think it just comes in it's actually two colors. So you have bronze in front of you, which is, you're right, a coppery bronze. And then we also have pewter. So pewter, or we're calling it bronze, but it's like a copper. It's 10 inches 10 inches by 5.5 inches by 6.5 inches. It has the little wristlet. It has a great little fringe tassel that I love.
And the lyric.
And the lyric.
That we just talked about that song.
That's
Again,
it.
this is the song, the last song that Janice Joplin recorded. And in the studio, sang it a cappella, was not intended to be on the final album, but this is the actual song that you will have on this beautiful clutch with lyrics and phrases on the inside as well, like Colleen is showing you. So this is your chance to really own a piece of music history and the last song that Janice ever recorded.
Oh, I love that. So if you'd like it, guys, run to your phone. We don't have a lot of this. It's the perfect gift. It's so unique. You can't buy it anywhere else. It's completely ageless. You don't have to worry about the fit. It's under $50. But earlier, you heard us talking about Diane has left the building, and she's going to be so mad that she left the building because she was talking about the famous, you guys were talking about Lyle Tuttle, the famous tattoo artist who tattooed Janice, who tattooed many famous artists, Cher. He tattooed Diane.
And now he's on the phone. He's actually in Australia, and he has called in.
Wow.
So we're
Hi,
excited
Lyle.
to talk to him.
Hey, how you doing?
We're doing great. So you're in Australia right now.
I am down here at the Tattoo Show, Tattoo Fest in Melbourne, Australia.
No kidding. So what time is it right now in Australia?
It is 5 minutes to 3 p.m.
How about that? Well, thank you so much for taking the time to call us. Have your ears been ringing, Lyle? We've been chatting about you tonight.
Well, good. I love to have my ears ring.
So he did Janice's tattoos.
So you did Janice's tattoos, right?
I did.
Yeah, we're showing some pictures right now. What was that experience like?
Right after she got back from her trip from South America.
No kidding.
And I only knew her the last year of her life.
Oh. What do you remember most about her, Lyle?
Well, I remember the day she showed up at my shop, and I was busy through that whole Haight-Ashberry hippie era. You know, sort of had my...
In San Francisco, right?
Yeah, in San Francisco. I was down in downtown San Francisco near the Greyhound bus station. And luckily, I'm not a big music fan. I mean, I like good music, and I learned to love Janice. But through the years but unfortunately after she passed on. But it wound up that a lady comes through the door one day with two big Samoy dogs and bolo ties, or, bow neck pieces, and flowers in her hair, and pounds of bracelets on her wrists. And I gave her the Dickens. I said, would you take those dogs to your dentist's office? Well, I found out later she did.
She took him to the dentist. That's funny. How cute is that?
That was the day I met her, the day her tattoo.
Oh, well, you know what? It's so great that you took a minute to call us, Lyle. I wish we had longer to chat with you, but we're close to the end of our show. But we so appreciate that you took the time out, and we love seeing your artwork on so many famous people. And we've seen you photographed with all of your beautiful artwork as well. So it's fun to hear your voice and to have you share with us tonight.
Okay, thank you. Good luck with your show.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, Lyle.
Bye-bye.
And that tattoo was on that shirt that we had. Don't compromise yourself. You're all you've got. The tattoo that he designed for the...
How about that? Amazing. Okay, well, if you are ordering this bag, this is almost sold out. Please do not hang up. We have more to share with you coming up. Stay in the line for our beautiful clutch. Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?
Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime. No help from my friends. So, oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a color TV?
All right, we do want to remind everybody that Little Girl Blue, the Janice movie, actually it premiered in New York but now it's opening in theaters all over the country. I think 47 theaters tomorrow. So you can go to JaniceJoplin.com and you can learn more about where you can see that movie in your area. So be sure to check that out. Well, we have one more goodie we want to squeeze in here from Lyric Culture. It is the sweatshirt. We have the Cosmic Blues, or we have me and Bobby McGee. I want that one. Yeah. $59.90, free shipping and handling, 3 flexible payments. 098364 is the item number for this. This is a perfect way to finish up.
Yes, it absolutely is. So Cosmic Blues, spelled with a K. Again, Janice and trying to make it take off the edge, make it a little quirky. This was actually written with Gabriel Meckler, who also produced and wrote with Steppenwolf and named Steppenwolf. And this was the second name of her band. Me and Bobby McGee, one of her most famous songs, actually the #1 song also on the Rolling Stones top 10 list. Top 10, top 100 or something like it.
Isn't that
crazy.
amazing?
But written, Chris Christopherson wrote this. Janice had a brief affair with Chris Christopherson.
Interesting.
And Bobby was actually written as a man, as a woman initially when Chris Christopherson wrote it.
Cool.
About a couple that hitchhiked all the way to California.
Right, okay.
And again, this is one of the last songs that she recorded that ended up on the Pearl album.
Well, you know what? If you would like it, we have about 100 left in each choice. We do have all the sizes, extra small through 3X. So please order yours now if you'd like to. It's Cosmic Blues, or it's me and Bobby McGee. Well, this night has been a blast, and the time always sort of flies when we're having fun. We would love to invite all of you. If you come by hsn.com, you can check out the entire assortment. But this has been really fantastic. Hannah Rochelle, thank you so much for all the hard work you put into creating these beautiful collections. Michael Joplin, what an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
It was a joy.
It was fun to do.
Next time we have you back, we want some style tips and style advice.
I'll help with that.
I can't wait for that. By the way, we have our A-list winner.
We do.
Who won?
Elizabeth Weber.
Elizabeth, congratulations. Outstanding. She won all kinds of goodies.